just like my angel. We're looking at proficient and advanced. We're looking at growth constantly. Can we give it up for Dejanay? We're looking at scholars like Elijah who came in and were limited but got to proficient by count 4 in reading. And we know that because he's right where he needs to be in 4th grade, he's going to be where he needs to be or ahead in 8th grade. And we know if you're on track by 8th grade, we have officially done our work to close the achievement gap, because then college is highly likely. So are you blessed today? We have the young Harvard. We call her Young Harvard because we know Taisha Mack is on her way to Harvard.
Yes.
She stated it in the fall. She's been walking it out every single day. When we hear stories about scholars going home and cleaning their room because they're used to their classroom being spotless, I get excited. When they're getting up on Saturday and they're getting their clothes ready for Sunday, I get excited. I say, wow, we're learning discipline. It's okay. So we know that we've planted a seed, and anything that we've learned about seeds is if they're in good ground, when it rains, we experience some germination. We experience some growth. And we've seen growth, which is why we feel so excited. We look at kindergarten, and in kindergarten, we cried on the first day they came to school, right? I don't want to let my baby go. And then when they look back at you and cry, you were so ready to take them back. It's okay, mommy's here. But then you walk in, and for the parents who are walking through and you saw we were waiting for that rain to cease, and your scholar stayed like this, you said, is that my disciplined baby? Oh my gosh, we've seen growth. We've seen the seed has sprouted. If you go a little bit further and you look at 1st and 2nd grade, 92% of those babies, they took something called an SLO, and it shows are they where they need to be. 92% of those scholars showed that they were right on track for the next grade when they took that student learning objective. Right? That was another assessment. We got plenty of acronyms, but you should be excited for that. Yeah. Some of you know that Dean Lindsay has a reputation for running the best field trips in the city. You know, when Dean Lindsay and the crew head out to Canton, we're going to get some phone calls that sound like this. What have you fed those children? What have you taught those children? I have never met a more disciplined group of children in my life. See, I think that's why we feel so fortunate. Am I right? Yeah. We've been touched at Canton College Prep. Has anybody been to a really good concert? Anybody ever in your life, ever a really good concert? Now, you know at a concert, when it's starting to wrap up, and the big song has just been sung, and the whole crowd has reached the heights of making noise, and they're just letting it all come out. The artist turns around. They drop the mic. And they walk off stage. What does the crowd start to do?
They go crazy.
They start to
cheer.
Start to boo?
No.
What do they start to do? They start to cheer. But what has to happen? Can you just kind of sort of cheer on a medium level? What really happens, that last song, you start getting really excited. You clap. Hard. Hard. Harder. Harder. And louder. And louder. And then when it reaches the heights, what does the artist do?
Come back.
They said, guess what? It's time for an encore. It's time for 5th grade to go to 6th grade and have an encore. It's time for kindergarten to go to 1st grade and have an encore presentation. See, the things that you believed were going to happen before they happened, now that they've happened, it's time for an encore. Do you realize Canton College Prep has the highest re-enrollment of our entire network? Because you're ready for an encore. If we've done it once, let's do it again. But the thing about that artist, when they come out for that last song, they sing a little bit louder. They jump a little bit higher. And they make sure that the last song you leave with is the best experience that you've had. So if you've been blessed in year 1, oh buddy, I don't know if we're ready for year 2. Who's coming? Who's ready for year 2 at Canton College Prep? We're excited about you. We're so glad you're involved. Because sometimes we hear that parents aren't involved. But look, this is your school. Because you made the investment. And we go as high as you believe we can. Give it up for our graduates one more time.
It is now time for a presentation of certificates and awards. We're going to have to do this a little bit differently, guys, because, well, we have puddles now. So, Dia, where are you, Dean Lindsay? He's not here right at the moment. That's okay. I think what we're going to have scholars do is stand, come this way, go out that way. I think we can still do it if you guys cut it, and if, once they're removed, if you would move this row further out, we'll have enough to clear, okay?